Hello and welcome back to this sacred space. In today's reading, you will receive a message of self-empowerment so that you feel strengthened on your path forward, whatever that may look like. So today we have 3 messages. I will begin as per usual by setting an intention for this reading space. And if you want to skip ahead, you can choose from the timestamps in the description box down below. But let's begin. Creating a space. Connecting in with my sacred self and the wisdom of my sacred self through all existing lifetimes. Both the past, the present and the future coming together in this now moment. Connecting deeper into the essence of Ma Kali, my beloved Dark Mother, to ask her to channel her energies through me throughout this reading, her wisdom, love and strength. Calling forth Gere and Freke to guard and protect this sacred space, and to only allow in those energies that Ma Kali deem fit. Calling forth Hugin and Munin to act as messengers between the spirit guides of this community and myself. Entering into Mimir's well in order to access wisdom, insights and knowledge from other realms as well as from my own subconscious terrain and my own ancestry line. Raising and activating my inner fire in order to ignite your soul for transformation. I set the intention to channel these messages in a clear, concise, compassionate, impactful, truthful and loving way. And I pray that these messages will be for the highest good of all beings and the earth in its entirety. Let it be so. Thank you. Let's begin the readings. Message number 1. We will begin by taking a look at your current situation right now to get a snapshot of that, and we are working with the Mary-El Tarot for this. So what is the current situation that this group of people finds themselves in? What's their situation of disempowerment, lack of motivation, whatever it may be? Seven of Discs in reverse. This is an inability to see where your path is leading you. You don't know where you're going. You don't know the path forward. And there's a sense of confusion, lack of clarity. I'm tapping into this a bit deeper here. Oh, I'm being asked to look at the bottom card as well. 4 of Discs. There is a reason why you are here at this stage, in this situation at the moment. It's because you are shifting and changing and finding your path forward. So be okay in not knowing currently. Be okay with that, because you are also forging your path forward. And it can feel a bit alarming. Perhaps you are being used to being very spirit guided, spirit led. But this is a period where you are also supposed to try things on for size, meaning feeling into the direction that you wish to go into yourself. So there's a part being spirit-led, but that path can take many different forms. There's variety to that. So you are also being asked to choose, but to choose you have to know what you want. So this is also where you find your way forward, what it is that you want moving forward, and what it is that you do not want moving forward. So, what's this group's message of self-empowerment at this moment? I'm just hearing you can do this. So a part of the issue might also be you holding back on dreaming big or on having big goals because there's a bit of disbelief in the power of you being able to obtain these goals. And so you're trying to find other goals to settle. That can be your situation. And you're not supposed to settle here, but more so growing your belief in yourself. And so you may very well find yourself in circumstances or situations that you are actually building on your capacity to believe in yourself. It might be following something, doing something, and seeing that this is yielding results, and you're gaining confidence in that. Two of Swords in reverse. Exactly. I'm just tuning in for a moment here. I have my guidebook with me because I was being told that I was supposed to read from the guidebook meanings for today's reading. So let's find the Two of Swords and the keywords for that. So reversed, unresolved, unsettled, undecided, war, no knowledge gained from conflict. So what I'm gaining from this is really this unsettled, undecided. This is a powerful moment of potential. And so this is where a shift can happen for you. We do have the Empress at the bottom here. Dream bigger. Dream bigger. Believe bigger things of yourself. Believe that you are capable of bigger things. Because the path has not yet been decided. And that is a very powerful position to be in, because you get to decide, you get to choose what is it that you want, and you do know what you want in here. I am sure of that, but you just have to believe it of yourself, believe it to be possible here. And so this is the message for you here today. Makali saying that that is all for you. I thank you so very much for connecting in. Please like this video if you found it to be helpful, since it helps me creating these readings for you, and I do hope to see you next time. Bye. Message number 2. We will begin by taking a look at your current situation to get a snapshot of where you are right now and your point of disempowerment, so that we can turn that around. So what is the situation for this group of people? Where is their place of disempowerment, distrust, disbelief. Thank you so very much. Feel a strong presence of Kali with you. I feel like you're in a negative cycle right now, or it is a pattern. You have the Page of Wands in reverse and the Nine of Wands in reverse. The feeling I have is of you being stuck in being a victim of your circumstances and not using your power, your abilities, your presence, your boundaries, your strength to transform yourself, to transform your life and get yourself out of this. We have strength in reverse. In some way here, you need to start to stand up for yourself more. I'm feeling into this for a moment here. I'm connecting with childhood memories. So for those of you who are interested in digging deeper into this, that can be your connection to look into. And the relationship to parents, it could quite possibly tie into parenthood for yourself as well. But that's the thread that you can look into if you do wish to dig deeper into this and do some shadow work around this. But this is your point, your place of sort of stuckness and disempowerment. Really not believing in your ability to change the situation. When you are the one with the power in your hands to do so. Okay, so what is the message of self-empowerment for this group of people? For some of you, I do feel that chakra work is something that you are interested in and something that could assist you in this. It could also be scripting a very powerful mantra for yourself, and Ma Kali wants you to create a mantra for yourself. You can take inspiration from other sources or ChatGPT, but make sure that it is your own, with your own voice, with your own language. Create your own. And repeat this mantra if you're into mantras. The point here is to choose something that comes more easily to you. Since your situation or position is this experience of disempowerment, it has to be easy, where you don't need to push yourself at this stage too far off from where you're comfortable. So your message of self-empowerment, temperance. Look at how we have the tiger in reverse for your situation of disempowerment, and here the tiger is right side up. And tiger is a really powerful animal, isn't it? I need to tap in. And have been asked to bring the guidebook to this session, and to read out loud the meaning of some of the cards. So that's what I'm going to do and going to begin with for this reading, this card. So Temperance, upright meaning, and this is from the Marielle guidebook. Moderation, self-restraint, powerful balance of opposing forces. Avoid the extremes and choose the middle path. Compromise, balance, patience, and good temper. If you see the tiger rising out of the dark depths of the ocean and the subconscious, it can be renewal of life, strength, hope, and fertility. Burst into life after death. What really caught my eye, as you may have noticed, was self-restraint. So this is where you need to practice discipline and boundaries. This will be challenging and it will require hard work from your side, but the result is harmony, the result is balance, the result is patience, moderation, peace, healing. We have the Tower at the bottom. I do feel your nervous system being quite stressed out, and so this might be a reason why you aren't actually applying these boundaries, this self-restraint, this discipline, or this saying no to things, to people, because it's the possibility of conflict that you can't handle right now. You don't have the energy for that. That is something that comes through quite strongly. That could apply for some or all of you. Feeling that you are not capable of handling conflict on top of this. But that is the sure sign for you that you need to practice some self-restraint, some boundaries, some discipline, because you are spread thin. That's a message for you to back down and to change the situation, making the choices necessary so that you come out of this position into good harmony, into good balance. And this is a practice that you will need to keep coming back to time and time again. But ultimately, you will gain peace in your life. And Makali is saying that that is all for this reading. I thank you so very much for tuning in. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please like it, give it a thumbs up. It helps me in creating these readings for you. And I do hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye. Message number 3. There is a sense of peace coming over me when connecting into this reading. So I'm not sure what it is about, but I'm sure that we will find out more as this reading progresses. So to begin, we will begin by taking a look at your current situation. We are using the Marielle Tarot, and we are drawing a card for your your place of disempowerment at the moment, where you are currently feeling disempowered, so that you can come into empowerment. So what is the place of disempowerment or distrust, disbelief for this group of people. It's quite possible that you have watched one of the previous messages as well for this group. I do feel that especially strong in this message. We will draw up a timeline for you actually. So your point, your place of disempowerment comes from this sort of effect of what you have been moving through. So we have the King of Cups in reverse. In the past position we have Death in the current position, and we have Sun in the future position. The overall theme is the Seven of Cups at the bottom. I do feel a similar energy to the first group. You have been moving through change. There's some stark contrast in your reality that has been sort of startling. I do receive a message about you in the past being more in a state of succumbing to desires, to pleasures, to stagnation, to comfort. To comfort. That's the main message with the King of Cups in reverse. It's the essence of this King of Cups falling victim of the addiction of these what's the name of this? Blue Lotus, I think. Putting him into a state of numbness and comfort, but it's not comfortable. It's that sense of comfort that's not comfortable. So that's where I feel that you have been. That's the message that I'm receiving. And now currently you are in a stage of change, of transforming, of changing yourself. And what's happening here at this stage is that you are leaving your comfort zone. And so it's challenging, it's startling. Because the contrast between that and your old way of being is very, very stark. And it does things with your nervous system, it does things with your mind. And you aren't really at the point yet where you have seen the results of this. Perhaps you have some goals that you are working towards, but you are in the process of changing and putting in the reps, so to speak. Chopping wood, carrying water, doing the hard work, but the results aren't there yet. You can see them in the future position of the Sun, of goals being fulfilled, and above and beyond is what I'm receiving. Above and beyond. But the underlying theme, the underlying feeling of disempowerment is this. It's actually two-folded here. The first message is the feeling of feeling lost and disconnected because you are changing as a person. It's not an easy thing to do. So you are not really recognizing yourself in this process. It's not that you do not have this new person in you, but you have perhaps not experienced this person before. And so you are bringing this new person out. But it's unfamiliar with you, and so perhaps you're not recognizing yourself. It's not comfortable. It doesn't feel like your own skin right now, but it will. It will in the future. And the second part to this is, I lost it actually. Let's see if I can connect back to that. Yeah. Not being sure that it will pay off. Not being sure that you will arrive. Because you don't have the evidence yet. But here you just have to believe. You just have to believe. Below that card of the Seven of Cups, we have the Magician in reverse. So your capacity for putting the reps in, for doing these changes, for changing as a person, your capacity is much, much greater than your belief in yourself is. So remember that. And now we are pulling a card of Judgment popped out. You see, it is there. It is there. If you want proof, take a look at other times in your life where you have fully transformed yourself successfully, and realize also that during those times there probably has been setbacks and such as well. So if you do experience setbacks, keep going, keep going. Ignore the setbacks, keep going. I do feel that it's really important for you to achieve what it is that you're trying to achieve here. Becoming this person, developing into this person. 10 of Discs in reverse. I have been asked to pull out the guidebook for this reading and to read you a bit from the guidebook for this. So this is what I'm going to do. But there's also something that I need to connect into. This is a card connected to Virgo. But because we have the ram here, I do feel, or not ram, goat. I do feel a connection to the sign of Capricorn. So this is an archetype that you are developing during this phase of your life. And so you are literally turning this reversed energy right side up. So the message of empowerment for you is the goals that you're trying to achieve, who you're trying to become. That's not what's the most important. The most important factor in all of this is you realizing what you are capable of achieving. How high of a mountain you are able to actually climb. And then striving for more, striving for higher, striving for steeper. Okay, I'm going to read both the reversed meaning and the upright meaning. So reversed we have responsibilities, debt, taxes, burden, baggage, weight. Responsibility that has become too great to continue. Physical burden. You have done all you can here. Time to try something new. Decadence. So in this position, when you are building this new self, there may be arriving thoughts around this being burdensome, having a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, a lot to handle, a lot of weight in your day-to-day life to handle. But what you're changing is your perspective around this, from something being burdensome and difficult and hard and not really desirable, into something that you actually, how to express this, into something that actually excites you. You getting excited about what you can do, what you can achieve, how much you can master, and the burdens are not so burdensome anymore. I hope that makes sense. So upright, we have work complete, time to dismantle, account, reconcile and put away, just deserts, the reward for what you have done, for better or worse. This is the life you have built, the heaven of or hell of your own making. Fortune based on your actions and merit, reconciliation, settlement. So that's what's sticking out to me. Fortune based on your actions and merit. And the fortune may also very well be your relationship to self, in trusting yourself, in gaining self-confidence, and gaining belief in yourself, and belief in your capacity to create and do and work for whatever it is that you want. That's really, really, really powerful. And so that is all that I have for you today, group number 3. I thank you so very much for connecting in. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me in creating these readings for you. And I do hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye.